Yujin, I was helping Ray build her rocket when we had to assemble some circuits. I looked at the manual and it was talking about RC circuits. What's up with those?
RC circuits are circuits with a resistor and capacitor, hence the name RC. Let's talk about the simplest type of RC circuit, which is a circuit with just a capacitor and resistor. Note that the capacitor is discharging. Here, we'll usually want to calculate voltage as a function of time. How do we do that? We use Kirchhoff's junction law, meaning that the sum of the current through the resistor and capacitor must be zero. Obviously, the current through the resistor is V over R, but what about the capacitor? Note that current is dQ dt and Q equals CV for a capacitor. Since C doesn't change, we can represent it as C dV dt, leaving us the above differential equation. Solving the equation then lets us figure out voltage as a function of time, where V0 is the initial voltage, and when we know voltage, we can figure out other quantities. One last important thing to note is that the quantity RC is known as the time constant for RC circuits.
Oh wow, that's really cool. But what if the capacitor is charging? What happens then?
Well, the simplest charging RC circuit would be the same, just with a battery. Here, we can use Kirchhoff's loop law and voltage differences to calculate charge with respect to time. We know that Q over C plus IR equals epsilon, meaning we have the following differential equation. Once we solve the differential equation, we get the following function, where Q0 is the maximum charge. In fact, if we examine the graphs of charge and discharge, we find that they are eerily similar.